Yes, people, happy Sunday. Hopefully you all got like a tea with you, a coffee, anything that's going to be delightful because we got a long day of football because football decided that they wanted to run a game at 7 p.m. UK time. Yeah. Anyways, but bar that, we're all here. You know, we're breathing. Alhamdulillah. And yeah, and you lot are going to like this video because you're very nice people as well. Even if you're watching this back, don't be lazy. Subscribe if you're new. We got actually quite a big panel today, which I wasn't kind of like expecting, but we'll make it work. Why not? We got a gal, we got Cunha, we got VD, we got George. Daps will be back at some point. Mont, yeah, good luck. And then obviously we've got Ty as well. What are you man saying?
Oh, I just want to say, Wolfie, you're lucky I wasn't on yesterday's show. I'm coming for you straight next time. When I see you, you better know. Watch out.
Oh yeah, now. My people, your dark-skinned man from the motherland. If you didn't know before, today you go understand. And as you can hear by my voice, the UK is beating me up over here, mate. You know what I mean? But Arsenal won yesterday, so all things are back to being good.
You're not feeling well? You're under the weather?
Yeah, mate. There's a lot going on, mate. The temperature's a bit mad still.
He's not used to this. He's not used to this, man.
Yeah, Mons can stay out of this show, bro. Please don't come today, Mons. I'm all right. I'm all right.
Why? I don't think you'd get on to you, though.
I just don't like seeing him happy, bro. That's my issue.
Oh, is that the one?
Yeah, I hate his joy. Like, it's just like, and he talk on a man peasants and that's long. And you can't really respond to him because they're kind of doing a madness. So it's long.
I hear it.
Long.
I hear it.
Yeah, Chelsea are here, so we're going to have some fun today.
And you know, George is smiling. That's the first time I've seen him smiling in like 4 months.
Bro, I mean, something big is coming today. Big win at the lane.
I mean, we just gave him a great business idea. Not that he wasn't thinking about it, but you know what I mean as well.
Yeah, man, big 3 points on the way today. As you can see, Durag is ultra tight because we're getting prepared for 3 points, bro. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, if you don't, it's you have to.
The Durag's loose when you're about to lose.
There's no durag, bro. There's no durag.
That's right.
The durag might have to change to a bandana. You must get a bandana.
Oh, for draws, you just let it hang.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
But yeah, now big up everyone as well. Smash the likes on your way in, everyone. Obviously, it's good to be on. Obviously, big up everyone and never a file crew. Go out and stream a VD before. But yeah, guys, you know it's like we're on our way to 40k. And then obviously subscribe to Cast. I've got my own channel as well, alongside Never a File now, because I can't jump on here as much now. So Thai Sports Talk, gonna be doing more video uploads than live. So if you're about and that, and you want to watch some video content for 10 minutes, jump on there as well. But yeah, big up the panel, big up my guys every time, man.
Yeah, man.
Just a Thai promo there. Big up Thai.
Where should we start? Where? I wonder.
You know what certain guys are
Huh?
The blue bottle drop?
Well.
Only one guy. There's only one guy on trial today.
But why is he not in the?
Bro, he's gonna get there.
Somebody's got to send him there. Somebody's got to send him.
Yeah. So you know what it is, Cunha? We used to just throw them in the can, but the thing is, they don't get their say unless someone releases them. To the point, the whole point now is let them have their trial, let them have their say, and then someone can throw them in the can if they wish. If not, man, he's still on trial, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean?
He's got a Peter check top, but who's that? It's not Chilwell, is it?
Rudiger.
Okay.
Why would he have a Chilwell top?
Yeah, no,
you don't know.
That would be jokes.
Can you imagine?
That would be what it would be on trial for.
Yeah.
Real talk, though. Do you know what? I'm gonna go straight into it. Like VD,
1 win in 7, bro.
Top 4. Like I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna. You
1 win in 7.
Yeah.
Who?
Chelsea.
Oh,
on top of that, this is the 7-game period.
Me and you got a little something in common there.
This is the easy run, right, Joe?
This is the easy one, Cunha. You remember? They said if we win these next 7 games, title race.
But 1 second, that's always how it happens. Just when you think you're about to get just there, it's like boom, back.
This is why, though, Gal. This is why I said when I came on there last time, like about a month ago, 6 weeks ago, when everyone was saying Chelsea title race, I said no, their aim was top 4, but because they're getting screamed into this title race, all of a sudden people forget their real ambitions and then start hyping up the title race, and really they're never ready for that. And VD probably knows that anyway.
I'm so glad you brought that up. I'd also like to address that point. Or should we let our learned friend speak first, or should I?
Is it time? Like,
We can have a little.
Do you know what, Cunha? It's not even that. What I want to ask VD is, yeah, they're achieving their aims at the moment in the top 4, and they're doing all right in the Conference League. But Maresca's been obviously getting away with a little bit this season. But like in terms of like big games now and like making some decisions and stubbornness, is it time that like Maresca starts looking at himself in the mirror a little bit? Because
No, Ty, we're not going to jump all the way there. We're not going to jump all the way to analyze the manager.
He's a coward.
We are going to analyze the Wolverhampton Wanderers game first. Let's start there. Let's hear your analysis of that game first, and then we'll go into what's wrong with your manager, bro.
Arsenal first.
I'm talking about the Wolves game, bro. Oh no, not the Wolves game. Who did Chelsea play against? So City versus Chelsea. Sorry.
Yeah,
City versus Chelsea. We'll talk about that game first.
That
was a massive howler. Big up me.
To be fair, we played Wolves last game before City, so
I
guess you get some sort of brownie points.
All right, let's talk about City versus Chelsea. 1-0 up, cartwheels, backflips, knee slides. We don't deserve it, but we're here. All of that stuff.
It could have been 2. It could have been 2.
It should have been 2.
It was a baptism of fire on that new centre back.
My brother Cole Palmer, the St. Kitts and Nevis brother, that pass across the box, that was poor. Another big game, another quiet game. Do you know what I mean?
The Uzbekistanian was struggling to start the game. But
he looked like he was about to cry, bro, from minute 1.
Brother,
I don't know if you saw.
You can
see when the camera panned on him, he looked.
Yeah, but
Legit.
you know what?
Not like it
Pep,
mattered.
this is the first time Pep's getting an unexperienced player and thinking he can just throw him in like he's an experienced player.
Yeah,
he's
but
not making deals, bro.
To be fair, he kind of recovered a little bit.
It's his first game, man. It's his first game.
Nunez, right back. Discombobulated team. 1-0 down at halftime. Chelsea title challengers. Big Cole Palmer returning back to his home. Stand up. Show why they shouldn't have got rid of you, son. But no. Choked. 3 goals unanswered in the second half. BD, tell me what went wrong.
Actually, I'd like to add to that because I'm gonna defend that Kusanov guy. Yeah, bro. I just thought after that one mistake, he done actually pretty all right. So why didn't he get ripped up even more?
No, because he got subbed off.
No, he got subbed off after 10 minutes. He got subbed off after 5-7 minutes or whatever in the second half.
It was like the 50th minute.
After he done that horrible bit, bro, he was all right.
He had a poor.
I'll be real. Chelsea went into their show. Chelsea went into the show.
Like, guys, I want to hear from him.
But you know that's not true because the second chance that they had that they missed. The one that Cole Palmer passed the ball to Jackson messed up and then gave it back to Sancho. That one they could have scored, and it was him stepping up, which messed up the whole line.
Yeah.
But he still got that one tackle.
From that moment, though, this is the thing for me, which I want VD to answer.
You better keep that under your breath, VD.
From that moment ago, when Palmer squared it and it went wrong, Chelsea were crap. Like, I'm gonna put it out there.
That's what I'm gonna say, Ty. That's exactly what I'm gonna say.
Exactly. Like 20 minutes, they were cool. It's a bit like when Everton bopped us for 20 minutes at Old Trafford and we slapped them 4-0. This is the same. They bopped City for 20 minutes and then they got smoked. Chelsea were crap after 20 minutes. They put their foot off the gas from gear 5, went back into gear 3, they went back into reverse. And they looked like men against boys. So VD, it's over to you. But for me, after the 20 minutes, Chelsea were crap. And I've just got to say it as it is.
I actually, funnily enough, for those who don't know, I actually have started my YouTube channel now. Posting yesterday's video.
I like it. It's clever.
Listen,
he switched
it was a howler, innit? It was a howler because
calm down the momentum.
Mike was beyond messed. I did actually record like my live reaction to the game. I was going to cut it up and post it, and I said literally from about the 10th minute we were time wasting. Levi Colwell gets a booking for time wasting. 10th minute, bro. What are you doing? There was so much wrong with the game. I don't even know where to start. Like genuinely, you can go from Sanchez. Literally, we can go for the whole thing.
Let's go from 1-0 up.
Like Colwell was
1-1.
Stupid in the damn room, bro.
We just started a monster arrived.
He sensed it as soon as I spoke. He arrived, man. This guy, he ain't even got his headset on. He probably can't even hear.
Man looks like he just climbed out of bed.
Yeah, it looks like he just got out of bed to insult me, bro. Do you know how deep that is? I said he pulled out of bed to insult me. I don't know where you want to start, who you want to talk on. We can talk on Sanchez.
I want to start.
You don't want to hear about Sanchez.
One second. Let me hear one at a time.
Yeah, Palmer squared.
I'm gonna try to clip this
performance in general again in another big game because I like Palmer, but again, not stepping up, and that could have killed the game at 2-0. So let's start with Palmer.
I don't know.
I wonder if he was Egyptian.
I don't know.
A bit more scruffy, maybe with a hairy chest. I don't know. Like maybe if he was left-footed. I don't know.
If his name was Saka, it would be a different story also.
Oh. Can we say if his name was Ahmad?
But you know what? If his name was Foden, he would get 7 months off without any issues. That's the truth.
Guys, because I see what VD's angle is, so I'm not going to let him take it that way. No, hold on. 1 second, George.
Focus.
Like, because I see his angle, and I'm not going to allow it to happen.
Yeah,
I think what we should do, Kaz, I think we should be asking him questions to answer, not what he tried to do, doing promos for his channel and all that. I said, no, we're not trying to hear all that today, bro. We want to know when Chelsea were 1-0 up, Cole Palmer, 1-on-1 with the keeper, through on goal, make the right call. What started to go wrong from there for you, VD?
Bro, literally everything. Like I said, when in our shell, started time wasting. We didn't play, we couldn't move the ball, nothing, bro. Nothing. It's literally like Maresca said, okay, go 1-0 up and retreat. You can't retreat. I don't care how poor City have been, yeah. You cannot retreat in 10 minutes. Are you dumb? And this is an issue. I'm really starting to get pissed off with Maresca, bro. This guy's a coward. He's an absolute coward. Coward of a manager, bro. He's throwing it. Listen, he's got all of these. He's got all of these players. All of these players, bro. He's got Felix on the bench. He's got Cunha and stuff. Bro, just put them on the damn pitch. I don't care if the balance isn't quite there. Yeah, you are a coward for not.
Off, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Take him off the pitch, bro. Take him off the pitch. I don't care. I don't care how clutch he can be. It's not working, bro. You can only go of what's been happening, not what could happen.
Bro, is it safe to say that? Is it safe to say that?
You don't care because
I would have put Felix on personally, because if you're getting marked by two man, you need someone that's more press resistant and someone that's a bit more tricky in it. And that's what Felix could do. No one's gonna double.
The only thing is Felix weren't there. I know he had a family bereavement, but I know what you're saying though. But he weren't there.
He weren't there. Cool. Then playing Cunha, like Cunha shouldn't be playing there.
Cunha came on 60th minute.
He came on for Jackson up top. What's he gonna do up top?
Cunha came on.
Were you on up top? I don't care. But he didn't come off for Palmer. He didn't play in the position that I wanted to play in.
It seems like you're like scrambling a lot because
I'm not scrambling. I know my stance, bro. I know my stance.
I'm not saying you don't know your stance.
I wouldn't have put Nkunku on for Jackson. We know he can't play there, bro. So why are you playing him there? I don't care how inexperienced Guiu is. Put Guiu on the pitch. I don't care. And then take Palmer on Nkunku.
So this goes back. Wait, give me a second. This goes back then, because you just mentioned you're getting annoyed with your manager. Throughout this whole 7-game period, is it fair to say he's caused the team to lose the majority of these games?
Yes, he's a coward, bro. He's not setting up the teams. He's being stubborn.
VD,
so going this goes out the prem as well, bro.
Let me overrule VD, because this is just a one-off judge on trial thing, because I don't have an overlay enough for people. What we're gonna do is, if someone speaks in the jury and they want to speak, the way the rules are, as you know, you be quiet. You understand? So when George decides I want to talk now, you go quiet. Sorry, George. I thought I'd have to.
I just want to establish a few things.
Can we add the word silence before he speaks or something? Maybe that will help.
You know, man's hilarious.
You've got a problem with your manager.
I love that, bro. Cool. Yeah, that's a good one.
Remember at the start of the season, a lot of people referred to how his Leicester team, second half of the season, everything went wrong. From January to about March, April, they was in the shitter, bro. They losing games.
They judged us for it.
They play one way.
They judged us for mentioning it.
A bit like Pochettino, George. Just one way. I've been told that as well.
Just one way. So now you're seeing that. I mean, the turn of the year, you've had this form. Are you starting to worry about your top 4 hopes? Because Newcastle went above you, City went above you. I mean, are you not looking around now and thinking, what's going on over here? Your team's not looking no good.
Yeah,
Best squad in the league, no longer the fact.
Literally open their legs like a bunch of skets.
And just before you go, VD, that is why when I started the show and Cunha was like, nah, let's start with Palmer. I was like, look, I'm actually going to start with Maresca, because I think that over the time, there's been a long enough period now that I'm seeing fans getting frustrated with the subs he's making or the lack of rotation in some sort of positions and stuff like that. And I think at the end of the day, yeah, the players are young. We know that they're not the most experienced, but he's a manager that's got to try and replace that inexperience with like getting them going or making them crucial changes. And then in big games, it just hasn't really happened. So yeah, I agree. I think Maresca's got to hold a little bit of something. Are we right?
Absolutely. Like I said, he's a coward.
You can now speak.
He's a coward, and he's throwing his toys out the Prem, innit? Listen, he wants some players, he wants some new players in. So his way of getting his new players is making sure that the other ones don't play. So then he shows the board they're not good enough. When we know that they are good enough, Felix is good enough to play for Chelsea, and Cunha is good enough to play for Chelsea. All of these man, like a lot of people on the bench, they're good enough to play for Chelsea, but you're not putting them on because you're throwing your toys out the Prem. This is what it is, and he's being stubborn with his tactics. He doesn't let Palmer go out wide at all, which is like if you force him to play one position in the middle, yeah, where he's stationary, of course it's going to be a lot harder. If you was to do it differently, yeah, where you can utilize Gusto by having him overlap and have Palmer inverted, it creates another dynamic. You have to watch for runs constantly. So it's why we look so stiff. You get the ball out to Madueke, yeah. I don't even want to go in on Madueke, you know. I did it yesterday. Yeah, I can't stand this guy. I can't stand him.
Wait. Just
wait.
Silence.
Did you guys hear how Paul Merson pronounced his name, bro?
Madueke. That just sounds racist in itself.
Oh, wait, BD. When I've heard this thing.
I need this energy. Talk about Sancho now, today.
No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
In 10, by the way, and we trust Jack Grealish for the same thing.
You know what?
Kath,
I saw a tweet. Yeah, I saw a tweet. Someone said, if you're a right back and you're playing against Sancho, you can just chill so much you might as well slap on a podcast. I was crying.
Wow.
Talk about Sancho because he's not doing. You know what? I know he's not a numbers guy. But
how many thank you for Sancho messages you getting nowadays, bro? How many of those you getting now? Oh, thanks for Sancho, mate. Thanks for Sancho. I was seeing that all the time.
Hey, listen. Look, I'll say it right now. Thanks for Sancho. I'll say it right now. For me, bro, besides yesterday, he's actually been one of our better players this season. And he's just not getting his praise, bro. Whenever I watch this guy, I understand the Jamar thing now. I understand it. Like when I watch him, I'm like, wow. Bro. Yeah, I don't see it. Wow. It was just yesterday. It was just yesterday. He was poor. He was poor in it. Yeah, I do understand the thing where
the jury would like to define what Jamar is, please. The jury would like to know.
Once knows about Jamar.
No, we're asking you.
Once you tell him.
We're asking you.
Because he kind of basically made
elaborate.
Yeah, techie in it, proper techie player. Like,
what if he's techie?
Is that
obviously he's not on the level of Neymar yet, but I can see it. The way he can skin people, he's got tech. He's a techie player, man. But I also do understand the podcast thing because listen, if he wants to beat a man, he has to work extra hard, extra hard. Which is why I kind of like him more in like in the middle of or like in between the half space and the wing in it, like, you know, like just on the edge of the box. I really like him there, and having someone overlap, I think he's really good in those positions because his decision making is actually really good. So I don't know. Again, I think it's a bit more mismanagement again.
And get you up the pitch when you're playing.
Let me get my bit on Chelsea.
When you're playing against City,
let
when you're playing against City and you know that you're going to be more in transitions, you need to be pacey on the break. Sancho's not that guy that's going to take the ball from one side of the pitch to the other. He doesn't take on a man either. Like, he's not quick enough to get passes, man. VD's right. He works in the pockets. And when you're dominating teams like the lower teams at Stamford Bridge, he looks nice in them games. But I'm sorry, for someone like Jadon Sancho, when 4 years ago, Barcelona wanted him, Madrid wanted him, United wanted him, this guy to be one of the best wingers in Europe, like everyone was talking about a few years ago, he's not been that at Man United. He's not been that at Chelsea. For me, he gives you little moments. He doesn't give you consistency, which is probably why you lot are looking at Garnacho, and he's going to be another player that won't give you consistency. But the truth is, you're looking at a winger. You're looking at a winger.
He doesn't give you anything. He doesn't give you anything. I hear it.
Principle. I hear it, but the principle stands. Chelsea are looking for a winger because Sancho can't give you consistency. Noni can't give you consistency. He's wearing his do-rag and that all the time. And then, you know, I mean, Felix ain't playing well.
So stink, bro. If it goes anything like his performance, absolute
problems.
The thing is, I'll be honest. He had a good December, but he's having an awful January. Bar Palace, maybe.
Who, Madueke? Sancho against Wolves was great.
You're right, Mons. No, but you're right, Mons. It is the least of their problem. Their problems is probably goal scoring right now. Like Jackson is a problem.
Over the defense. Are you mad?
Look, let me hear me out here, yeah. And anyone can, Gal can obviously jump in to do what he wants to talk on Chelsea. Is sometimes your attack needs to bail out your defense. Like, I don't think Chelsea's defense was mad horrible. I look at it as tactics from Maresca. That high line against Haaland, what are you doing, bro? And Marmoush, after getting cut open the first few times in the long ball, bro, it's simple. Yep. But bar that, Jackson could have made the game very icky and whatnot. Like, it would have went left, no pause. Yeah, and he could never went from there. I don't know why he didn't left foot finish it. And second of all, Palmer, it gives you a moment, but he's been pouring a 10. You need goals. So why isn't Clunky going into the middle of the field and then putting Palmer on the right and using Sancho?
I'm saying.
You know what? Long may it continue.
Maresca, man.
He knows best. No, he knows best.
Coward. Coward.
He's your display picture, bro.
Please, can we tag Egalin? I think he's.
That's because it's just whoever the manager is.
Let me run this because it's, Remy says, little something to appreciate one of the best channels on YouTube, Bun Oliver, Michael Oliver, and then come on, you Gunners. Big up Remy for the super chat.
Big up Remy.
Love that, man. Make sure you smash the likes, people, and subscribe. There's 700 of you nearly in the house and only 130. So clearly you lot haven't taken out the laundry properly. You ain't washed it, you ain't dried it. It's all mucky, man. You're using like cheap conditioner and whatnot for the clothes. Like, what's going on, man?
Get Lenore, man. Get your Lenore.
Not even Lenore. It's the next name that you get in Costco or something.
On the Audi brands.
Literally, Audi's got some good shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, Cass, why am I on like the bottom row of the jury, man?
Because
you're late. A month. It's because you were late, bro.
Yeah, no, but you lot have been late to the Premier League.
Wait, chill in where you are now. How about that?
Yeah, no. I'll wait, innit? I'll wait.
So you want to go there?
Yes, thank you. That's fine. Thank you.
Nah, because just because he's Tommy thinks he can just do what he wants, bro. We can't be doing that here, bro.
Hey, listen.
If my top salesman keeps coming in late, I need to show an example and get rid of man.
Don't blame me. Blame Premier
We've got two Arsenal fans.
Next time, do your job.
We did 1 second.
Go on.
One second. We've done our job. We're here to talk about Chelsea not doing theirs. Chelsea, this is what they are, guys. This is what they are. Until they show us that they can win a game against some of the big teams in the league, this is what they are. They bully the smaller teams. They score a bunch of goals against them. They're flat track bullies against them. But when teams set up defensively, they struggle to break them down. They end up getting these silly draws versus teams that are not better than them. And then the teams that are better than them, when they try to play them the way that they play against the majority of the other teams in the league, they get caught out late in the game and they end up losing. They can do it for the first 20, 30 minutes, but they can't sustain it throughout the 90. And we've seen it game after game after game. We've seen it versus Arsenal. We've seen it versus Man City. We've seen it versus Liverpool. I'm talking about the big teams that are doing well. Now, Manchester United, Tottenham, you can get it here. You can catch them out here and there, but we know they're not that good defensively. So they're not going to be able to show you two levels where when you face teams that have quality players throughout the 11, you struggle to maintain that for the 90 minutes. And it's due to your inexperience. It's due to your manager not having much time with these players. And it's also due to some of your guys not stepping up. Cole Palmer, it's been 5 games this season, big games. He's not stepped up in any of them bar the Tottenham game. And in that Tottenham game, it was 2 penalties, but his overall performance was amazing. I'm not going to discredit him for that. But right now, this Chelsea team, they have not shown me enough to say that they're going to that next level. We've been crowning them this great team, coming up team, without them actually showing it for a sustained period and doing it against the top.
Who's the we, bro? You.
No, a lot. When I say we, I mean a lot of the people have been saying Chelsea this season are coming up. Chelsea are going to be in this conversations for the next couple of years, but I don't see it. What I see is you have some solid players. You have a good core with Caicedo, Palmer. You have some pieces you can build around for the future, but you still have so many flaws in your team. And your goalkeeper, with that goalkeeper, he's going to cost you. He's going to cost you at least from now to the end of the season. He's going to cost you at least, I would say, maybe 10 points from now to the end of the season. Correct. And his positioning is not only the problem. You guys don't have confidence throughout your whole team defensively. Forget about your center backs. Your best center back in Levi Colwell, I don't know if he's right.
No. Can we have a segment on that boy, please?
Trevor Chalobah just came back. Chelsea's crown jewel in the defense right now, based on this season, the 21-year-old academy kid, Levi Colwell, has been given the crown jewel. You guys wanted to get rid of Chalobah. Fofana's always injured. You call Badiashile Badiasti. You call what's called. You called the other guy.
He's a baddie, bro. Let's everyone in, bro.
The only person that your fan base and majority of your club have backed to say this is the guy who we're going to build our defense around is Levi Colwill. I was getting told Levi Colwill was playing the same level as Gabriel and Saliba.
Bro, same talent level as Saliba.
I'm not making this up. This is what people are telling me. I got Don coming to me and saying Levi Colwill has just been as good as Saliba this season to start the season. Look at what he's doing for England, clearing the ball off the line. He's one of the best defenders in Europe right now. I'm like, and he's not even.
Let me talk on that. First of all,
finally,
I want to talk about just before I lose full in it.
Final thing.
Put in the note.
You guys told us you have the best attack in the league. You told us also, maybe not you, but some Chelsea fans told us you have the best attack in the league. If I'm not mistaken, what has been happening to you guys in your last 5-7 games? You guys have not been scoring to the same rate. Your teams have slightly found you guys out because it's not an unproven sample size. Earlier, it was early. Nobody really knew how you're going to play. Nobody really knew what you're going to do. But now, recently, we've been seeing Everton, draws versus Everton. What do you see? What happened against Ipswich? Did you even score a goal? Am I mistaken? Crystal Palace, 1-1. These games are coming thick and fast. And when teams start to figure out how you're playing, they're able to stop you. And it's not Wolves slapping Wolves and these other teams you've been able to slap early in the season. You slightly found out. And the final thing, these guys told us they have a squad that is better than majority of the squads in the league. We have the best squad depth. We have one of the best benches. We have one of the best teams on the bench. Look at who we have on the bench. Look at who we have on the bench. I got told their bench is one of the best benches in Europe. And now I'm looking and their manager doesn't even trust the bench. He's looking at the bench and he's saying, I don't trust these guys.
All right.
I'm done, bro.
Months. I want to be a man about this, yeah. Shake my hand.
Wait, is he?
I'm asking you, please shake my hand.
I want to know why. Before I shake your hand, I want to know why.
You will appreciate this. You will appreciate this.
You will appreciate no reason, bro.
By the way, one time when
you shook hands with a peasant,
you win. No, once you win,
Montel,
you win.
One time when this guy was a kid,
I admit it. I am fully admitting our team is not as good as I said. Your team, your squad, your thing, better than ours. Washes us. And that's the harsh truth now. Listen, I overrated this team massively. Yeah. And one of the players that I overrated was someone a girl was talking about. That's how I didn't. Was Levi Colwill. Yeah. You see this guy. Bum. Absolute bum. This guy got bodied by Haaland. This guy got bodied by Solanke. This guy got bodied by nearly everyone. Yeah, he started off the season so well. First 5 games, he was good. Yeah, I don't know who was saying he was better than Gabriel or Saliba. I don't know who was saying. I didn't say that. I know I didn't say that. But Levi Colwill was a bum. He's an absolute
Jackson
bum.
And Palmer,
awful,
best
rubbish.
In the Prem. What about that one?
Who?
Jackson and Palmer, best partnership in the Prem. Can we discuss that? Because I've heard you say that.
Start to see it. Listen, I think they had a good partnership. Right now, they're just in a bad form. I don't think they're best partnership in the league. I don't know who's saying that. But
no, you said it verbatim on this channel. I saw you say it. Verbatim.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I think they have a good partnership. I think they're one of the better partnerships. I think they're one of the better partnerships. I don't think they're the best. I don't think I would have said they're the
Nigerian.
best.
No, you actually said it. I remember.
All right, get the clip and I'll hold my hands up if I said it in it. But
listen, Levi, if they said it, trust me, I'm inclined to believe him. If George said it, I don't know,
man. I don't know if saying it. I could have maybe said on form in it, but I don't think they're the best partnership.
Nigerian truths, you know what I mean? Like it's a big difference. You know what I mean? Nigerian never forgets.
I don't know about that one. But either way, we need we need a new centre back, bro.
No, but
we need a new centre back, bro.
Hey guys, let me just get a bit of I want 90 seconds.
It takes a man though, VD. So I appreciate that. I do appreciate that.
You are an idiot. You're not my. I denounce you right now that you are not my cousin. You understand anymore?
Nah.
I don't care, man.
He's in the top half of the table. He's in the top.
I'm sick of it, man. These lot don't deserve the praise, bro. And also, I just want to quickly say, you see CFC Reaper in the chat, suck your fucking mum, bro. You're always on my case. Suck your mum.
Yeah, none of that. We've been getting yellows lately. That's not happening still.
Can I help? Let me help out.
YouTube AI, if you're going across, we sincerely apologize. I want the green monetizations. I don't want to have to do all of that stuff. So sincerely, we're gonna fling him to the Dutch side of the family. They'll deal with him.
Chelsea fans, and
sick of it, man.
Please, I'm gonna see if I can get through this segment without Chelsea fans mentioning something about Arsenal in the conversation. I doubt it.
You got to mention there's some of these guys you'll get to know. Reaper don't mean it like it's all the banter level. You just got to clock how they're like. He's good. He's all right. It's good. It's good people's man in the chat.
All right.
Trust me, man. Relax.
Big up Reaper and that, and big up the chat. Smash the likes and all of that. Big up Chelsea. But Chelsea, at the start of the season, I gave you guys an out. I laid all the foundations for all of you. But no, you guys looked at me like, oh, he's an Arsenal fan. He's trolling. He's just hating, blah, 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 blah. And whenever I talk, oh, it's that Arsenal hate. And everything I say to Chelsea fans, they always respond to me something about Arsenal instead of actually looking at their own club in the eyes and seeing what's going on. And I constantly come on this channel saying there's two Chelsea fans prior to Abramovich and when Abramovich came. And they're always attacking me. Why are you always attacking the Abramovich fans? Because when I talk to these guys, it's a different response. These guys are delusional. They say things like we're the best is, title challenge, Palmer is better than this guy, Colwell is this, all these little things. And now they're fighting for their lives. Oh, no, actually, we're in our rebuild. It's the first year of our rebuild. Our manager needs some time. Blah. They weren't saying this before. Now they are backtracking. But the real Chelsea fans that were there in the freaking Michael Dewberry and Eddie Newton days, they knew this club was a mess.
Dewberry's crazy.
They knew the mess that this club was in. So they weren't coming out there pumping their chest. They're like, we're work in progress. Give us some time. And when I was telling Chelsea fans that they're not getting top 4 this year, they thought it was banter. Is it because I always say it with a smile on my face? Don't be deceived by the smile. I love to smile, even when I'm angry. But you lot, the reality is you're not good enough. You have probably the most talented squad in the league, but talent don't get you everywhere, bro. You got to have the mentality. You got to have the leadership. You got to have the mindset to get through. And boy, no top 4 for you this season, man. If you can sneak in the top 5 and get Champions League, God has saved you.
Stop neglecting
you lot I really need to start looking at yourselves, man.
Stop neglecting your cab, man. Feed it, man.
She's fine, man. But genuinely, I just think that VD,
Jules is next, by the way.
I can't believe it took you this long to kind of know, like, wait, it's match day 23, right? Like, I don't think it should. I'm glad you got there in the end, better late than never. But I tried to talk about players like Nkunku. Y'all killed me for that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I wouldn't have it with Nkunku. I still think top quality player, not being
used. Hey, silence! No one addressed you. No one addressed you, bro.
No silence, man.
No one addressed you, bro.
How about I overrule it then?
Thank you. Sorry, man. Continue.
Just play the game.
I can press unmute.
And I can remove you. Just
I
relax.
And it's doing it and doing
it's unruly Chelsea fans. They have no decorum. They don't know how to act.
How about
1.5 million and you don't know how to act? Sorry, continue, Montel. Sorry.
Just play the game.
Obviously, don't get me wrong. I do like a good portion of the Chelsea faithful. I feel like they've been quite honest with their team at times, especially the ones in the chat that I'm familiar with. But this is more of like a general opinion. I just don't like how there was always an answer and an excuse. Obviously, we were made as rival fans, and I think I stand with Ty, with Cass, with the Gal, with George, with Cunha, and so many more. We were almost made to kind of forget this whole 1.5 billion spent. It was almost like a forgotten thing. Like, yeah, we know it now. We're not going to mention it all the time, but it became less and less of a thing as the season was starting. And then obviously I had VD telling me stuff that Sanchez was better than Kelleher. We even done it makes me sick that we even done a stream that we done a man for man stream against my squad. And Cass, where did I predict Chelsea to finish in the league?
I think you 6th.
Oh, you couldn't do
it. All right. Is it 6th?
Right. 6th. Yeah. 6th place. Now, will they stay there? We don't know. But so far, it looks like I'm right. You couldn't do it with your own failure.
I even actually put it at 7th.
Yo, are you predicting they're not going to get top 4? Be honest.
So no. I don't know. Top 4 is like 50-50 for them.
You're going halfway. Just go all the way, bro. Just say it.
There's not. No. Listen, I'm not going to go that far yet because 1 point separates 4 teams. My point is that when Chelsea started to play well and they went on the run of games, listen, I was one of the first to come out and praise them, but obviously they still needed to continue at least half of that form to kind of push on, because it's not like the rest of the Premier League is even half consistent, to be honest, this year. So that's what's even more disappointing. And if you look at the teams that are playing, that makes it even more disappointing. And the fact that their main core has still kind of been there, like the Palmers, the Jacksons, and the Caicedos. Those guys have been fit, and so those guys have been fit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really going to count Reece James because he never plays anyway. But most of the guys have been fit. There's not really even been many excuses. And then, like, I just thought it was very cheeky how when things are going well for Chelsea, like, you lot still tried to denounce the 1.5 billion thing. Like, it was like, yeah, well, it was like 1.5 billion. We as rivals tried to say, well, finally, you guys are doing what 1.5 billion should have done.
1.15 is
1.15. However fucking how much it was. Oh, the £1 billion spent. Like, we tried to say, you know what? Finally, because you've spent so much money, at least now we're seeing something. And you still tried to push the billion thing aside. You still tried to push it aside. Oh, what you mean? Oh, what do you mean? So we were made to like that all that money spent to kind of progress a little bit and then regress, and for us to kind of see your true colors now. Like, stop pushing that narrative aside. You've spent so much money. We still need to see more from you. Way more from you guys. Like, you guys hit the jackpot with Cole Palmer. But realistically, a lot of your signings, especially in the attacking areas, haven't really been it. It's been more missed than hit. And you still got a lot, as the guy said, you got a lot of talent in your squad. But
yeah.
To be looking at players like Garnacho when your best defender is either Fofana or Trevor Chalobah is shit.
No lie, Garnacho would be their best left winger.
Yeah, I would say this before George goes on his because I think you got something to say in it, George.
I was just gonna we've done enough Chelsea.
Okay. I was just gonna say, like, the thing is, if Chelsea players need time because you bought a lot of young bucks, then surely there should be less expectation. But then you get the proportion of the fan base of saying we should still win, so it kind of doesn't make any sense. Title race to we should be winning this to they need time or whatever. I think really and truly it's a little bit of a mess at the moment by it seems. But right now, you lot are doing the reverse Pochettino, like a poor start, but great finish. Right now, it was a great start, but now at the moment, it's going poor. Do you know what I mean?
I just think that, it's easy to love what Chelsea are doing because you kind of had Pochettino. But for me, Maresca isn't getting the best out of your best player. And that's an issue that I think needs to be spoken about.
Let me run these if you don't mind. Elite centre forward play from Haaland. You mean Chef's Kiss or Chief Kiss? Chef's Kiss, no? That was good hold up play, to be fair. Cole, Shemaine, De La Rosa, Palmer, generational. I know. Who's that?
They call these people generational.
I mean, who's Charmaine De La Rosa?
Is that not that
Charmaine, Plan B, Charmaine?
Yeah, that's it. Plan B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the JC, she was half black, half cook. Yeah.
I hope you don't take offense to this, but I'm flicking through Facebook and it must be said, say 7 sizzling sausages sizzling in a saucepan.
Oh, that was addicting. That little tune was addicting.
Yeah, there was like a rap battle.
Oh, that girl that was in the rap battle with him.
Oh.
That was rude, the way she did it.
Hey, Ty, can you do it?
Wow.
I'm
going to mute this.
Wait, do you have a list?
I got a list. Yeah, why?
Oh,
no, I'm going off camera. I'm going off camera. I can't be part of this.
It's in the rap. He goes to the guy.
I know what's
No, but on the real, can you say it?
You got me.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
So what is he about to say it?
No, try it.
He would.
Stop. Man's having my pre-juice right now, so I haven't got it.
You want to have a go at it?
No,
What, sizzling sausages?
In a sauce.
That's kind of normal.
Yeah, sometimes it depends. Sometimes
he needs to say the whole thing, bro.
yeah.
All right, we'll move on. Prince has 2 open play goals versus Man United for Cole Palmer versus Big Six. Stinks.
Those initials, man.
Ooh, talisman.
Kunde, what happens when Saka becomes a new Reece James season after season hamstring injury?
You are a vile human being, Benz, but thanks for the super chat.
Why is he a vile human being?
By the way,
why are we talking about a player getting
like
talking him up, making?
What
What do you mean? Why are we talking up a player turning into an injury-prone person? Why would we do
It's
that?
a possibility.
Okay, so why would he?
A situation.
Okay, he made a statement that we have no facts about. So he's talking into existence.
No. He's don't.
Go on.
You're
Go
doing
on.
something
Go on.
If a player has reoccurring injuries, it's very well possible that they could end up like Reece James and have an injury.
1 second.
Remember, Mason Mount was the most sturdy Donny.
Someone analyzing that and asking you a question of it is not vile. His
intentions
is vile because we're not there yet.
One second. His intentions were malicious. They were not.
Thank you, Egal.
It's the same way when people go, Van der Ven's hamstrings are on cheese string. They're never going to last. All right, cool. They're not. The way we play is not. It's just facts. Analyze the situation.
Yeah, but
Van der Ven has had more than 3 injuries within 1 season.
No, you're going too far.
Yeah, because he started off with one early.
You're going too far. George, if you choose not to stick up for your boy and take that abuse, then that's up to you. I choose not to, isn't it?
It's analyzing the situation.
Man's talking negative energy into your players' game, and then you're not backing it.
We're gonna
energy. We're not girls, bro. We're not talking about energy.
I think you could tell his intentions.
Spiritual energy.
Big up the women that watch the show, man. Forget George, man. Big up the women that watch the show, man.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going around in circles with this conversation if that's the case. What likes are we on? We are on 231 likes, nearly 1,000 in the house as well. You can also, if any of you are interested in anybody else's YouTubes, whether it's club content or multi-club content, look, you got Tire Sports Talks. He's in a pin. He's just he's just running out now, so he's doing all sorts of different content as well, not just United. You also got Tunnel TV, the home of reactions. I still call it that. Durag Diaries. So if you're a Spurs fan, or just even if you just like Jaws in general, you got that as well. You got VD running up his new content, so more Chelsea rants along the way. A Gal Talks Football, everyone knows by now, and obviously Big Six Mans is like less than 200 people.
Less than like 150.
250 from 15k. 15k is a big milestone, I would say, in the YouTube world.
It's huge, and I'm not gonna lie to you, you're gonna get 20k very quick, bro. The way you're going, you're gonna get 20k very quick. Don't worry, bro.
That looks sick, man. That looks sick, Ty, by the way. Just saw that. That's cold. That's cold. But yeah, you can go subscribe to everyone, and also look, most importantly as well, you can also like this video, subscribe as well, so you don't forget. And then there's going to be more content later on, reactions, all sorts. I asked the panel yesterday, and none of you are on, so I'm going to ask today. Yesterday, Arsenal, obviously, they're maintaining pressure on Liverpool. They're the only club, so at the moment, 6 points behind. Funny enough, even I'm surprised by that.
If it wasn't for refs,
yeah, tit for tat. But other than that, was it a red card?
Never.
I think it was one of the worst decisions I've seen in a long time.
Never a red card in my life. I've never seen.
And that's not Captain Savo, baby. I genuinely believe if that happened to me, I'd be fuming. I think,
bro, they weren't in even in the
thing once. You had a similar one. You had a similar McAllister, I think it was, or Jones.
There were
it was the McAllister one against Bournemouth.
Yeah, dodgy.
Last season.
Yeah, dodgy.
It's crazy.
Bro, that challenge happens every week and it gets yellow. Happens every weekend and it gets yellows, bro.
Give me a minute. These referees, I genuinely believe these referees try to find whichever rule they can apply to something to try to get them out of a mistake, because that was a clear mistake from Michael Oliver. He made a mistake. The referees know that he made a mistake, and they made that stupid PR page on Twitter just to cover their asses by putting out some sort of
rule. Did they do a statement thing?
They put out a statement and they said that it was serious foul play. That's why he got sent off.
Never.
He didn't get sent off. He didn't get sent off because the last man. He didn't get sent off because of anything to do with trying to slow down a quick break. It was serious foul play. Now you guys tell me, in what world is a player putting out his foot in that situation? Yes, maybe he got the top of his foot slightly,
and that's what they're trying to ride on.
In the pace that the two of them are going at, it's more of a collision rather than a player coming in and doing a reckless challenge. And the referee is standing right in front of them. There is two recovery runners. He took him out, and you can give him a yellow. I wouldn't even be complaining. I wouldn't even be complaining about that. But to give him a red in that situation is ridiculous. And
it was just a tactical foul.
Note that later he gave a second yellow for what was a player fully stomping on a player's ankle on the ground.
That was more of a straight red.
He only gave a second yellow for that.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, Michael Oliver is a corrupt guy, and I don't know what he's doing. What made him do this?
Yellow, you can't give them a straight red. That doesn't make no sense.
You can give a straight red.
Why can't you?
If they're on yellow,
no, but you can. I hear what you're saying, Joe.
It's a bad challenge. You can straight red because that's the difference between getting a 1 game ban.
Wait, one at a time.
If they're on a yellow and you give them a straight red, you bypass the yellow completely and you just say you're off because this was more serious than a yellow card challenge.
And the ban would be longer, innit? The ban would be longer then.
So now the man who stomped on Timber's ankle gets a 1 game ban, where Mazu Skelly's going to get a 3 game ban.
They'll appeal. They'll appeal it.
And also, we've seen the same situation happen with Bruno. What Bruno did with Madison was slightly worse.
No, that was even less. Like at least Skelly caught the couple 1-2 stubs.
No, that's what I'm saying. What Bruno
I'm pretty sure there was minimal contact with the Bruno one was scandalous as well. That was also scandalous.
You ref that game. Who ref that game?
Mike Oliver. Huh?
Wait, did he actually ref the game with the Bruno record as well?
Swear down. Nah, G.
No way you ref that game.
That's crazy.
Because Michael Oliver, by the way, this season, Michael Oliver has sent off 2 Arsenal players. Right. We've also had. I don't just want to make this.
He's never.
Michael Oliver also was the guy who said McAllister getting.
It wasn't. It was. Oh wait. So basically, I think Michael Oliver was in the VAR. Chris Kavanagh was going to originally give it a yellow, and then they overturned it to a red.
You know the deeper issue is they don't want to actually use the technology to benefit the game. They want to protect themselves and protect their egos and protect their feelings and make sure that they keep themselves in check. And I am sick and tired of this bullshit where it's like, oh, we need to be nice to referees. These guys finally are opening up, like Ian Wright coming out and actually saying something. Finally, because we've needed people to come out and speak about these referees.
You know, I would say though, Gal, though, the first thing I won't agree with though is trying to pinpoint it's all Man City. It could literally, like, I think that's unfair to kind of just say. I think it's more like the referees have an agenda potentially against certain other clubs, and they'd rather it go one way than the other potentially. There's a golfing gap in it all. Like you can say, but look at Dubai, Saudi paid them off, bro. That's just dumb, man. That's like, bro, someone offered you 30, 40, 50 grand to go do that as a one-off little freelance. You're doing it, bro.
I'm not even going to go there.
Does that mean that you're in their back pocket forever?
1 second. I'm not even going to go there. I'm just going to simply say
until we see
referees are human and they can have beef with another individual, even though they have work. We've seen people working with each other who have office politics or problems with each other. One thing we know now is some of these referees in the past have had issues with Liverpool, the guy who got sacked because he was doing a madness. And I wouldn't be surprised if certain referees, maybe it's unprofessional to say, but have slight biases. And if there's a yellow card challenge, they see that it could be turned into a red, they might be more inclined to do that for a certain team compared to others.
I'll be honest.
You know what though?
Back to it though. Agal, I saw your tweet yesterday talking about how referees have caused us to lose. So are you still?
I'm not even going there right now. Don't. 1 second. I made solid points. Don't go there and try to discredit everything I've said by what I said on Twitter.
I'm not. I'm simply just going back to it. You won the game. Why is this decision even on your mind?
No, because we won. It's more important that we continue to know this because we've already this season had numerous.
You just got a win and keep moving.
Wait, I
think we just don't want to.
You don't put enough.
My point is,
why is he allowed to do this, Igal? Why have you allowed him to do this?
No. 1 second.
So, Kaz specifically asked was it a penalty or not? And you allowed him to give you all this other rubbish.
My point is,
was it a red? Sorry, was it a red?
We've had a lot of controversial calls this season, and this one right here is one where all of you guys can blatantly see what's in front of you.
Yeah, I think it's important, like, because you know what we do, George. When you know what we do, yeah, I think all fans do. It's not just particularly Arsenal fans. Obviously, when a decision goes against one of us, we talk about how shit the refs are. But when you win, people technically just forget all of a sudden, right, about how crap they are. But if you call out even when you do win, have you ever won a game where the ref has just done you nasty and you're still not satisfied because the ref done you nasty regardless? That's
and
I think Cass is wrong, yeah. And I think it's wrong, yeah.
Why he asked Gal that question? Why are you not explaining yourself to him? He knew that.
Because I genuinely referred to
me.
Gal's tweet. I didn't talk to you. I didn't talk to Arsenal fans. I spoke to a Gal and referenced.
Okay, if you want to have a discussion with him about his Twitter post, then you can DM him privately, bro.
That's a you issue.
You can DM him privately if you want. On the show, hold on.
About it. You can do it separately.
No, but George, let me try. Hold on.
I get his point. He's trying to deflect, but George, you finally see it.
I'm gonna give.
And I wanted to ask you about your tweet and about why again.
Why? That's nothing to do with the show, bro. Go and ask him on private.
No.
Wait, hold on. Kaz clearly had his own agenda of his own show on his own channel, and Kaz then asked us, Arsenal, and the panel, was it a red card or not? We then explained ourselves and gave our reasons, and then, like a joker, just after we've explained all the reasons, he comes in and brings up something that happened yesterday on Twitter, rather than continuing the discussion because he was trying to rally Gal.
It's not even that deep. Well, I honestly just know what George's doing, but George, even you as a rival can admit that was a blatant bullshit.
No, I thought it was a red card.
What?
All right.
You know what I think?
I think it was great refereeing. And do you know what? He shouldn't have gave the red card to João Gomez because I think it hurt well Wolves yesterday. So great referee.
You know what it is as well. There was another similar challenge here. Not similar, but because they're gonna say, but it was near the shin or whatever. Like Joe Linton done a nasty stamp on. I'm not gonna lie, they played well yesterday, Newcastle. But there was a stamp on, I think Ogachukwu's foot or ankle or whatever you want to look at it. It looked nasty, and I've seen red given this season for it. Didn't get given. So it's like the energy with these refs. It's not even an agenda against refs. They're just crap.
Yeah, they're just crap. They're not consistent enough. Now I feel like VAR's like made them feel like they're not powerful. But I think the thing is, I'm gonna quickly just say my say on the Arsenal situation is that the reason Igal's talking about it, George, for me is because they won the game. Yeah, it's cool. You're saying you should talk about the win, but that could be the difference between them being competitive for the league. That 2 points they could have dropped because of a mishap of a red card could be so important. And I think what it is that it's happened this weekend. We've seen it happen throughout the whole season. We don't want it to happen no more effectively to your club, to my club, to Arsenal, to City, whoever it is. So what we're saying is these refs need to get a hold of the game because it can be deciding whether a team compete for the league and it can decide points. So for me, it was never a red. Say again?
You make a great point, but whenever it's our other teams and we have decisions like go against us, it's all laughing, it's all games. So I'm not saying it's doing.
Let him finish.
This one's like a bait one that man. It's like walking in a shop and walking out of a TV. When you're robbing a sweet, man can say, yeah, you rob, but you rob something like when you're robbing a TV, man's walking out.
Is that from personal experience?
I think George, you're
getting triggered. Let me say something.
No. I need to say this. I need to get off my chest. When Man United came to our house in the FA Cup, I said the referee benefited us, and we still lost the game. I don't lie. When you guys got a handball versus Newcastle and you still ended up losing the game, and they still gave the goal, I called it out on my TikTok, bro. I fucking hate these referees, and I put bias aside when I talk about referees. Be it for me or against me. The handball, Odegaard at Anfield, I said we should have given them the fucking penalty because I didn't want no excuses.
Okay, yeah, I hear that. What I'm gonna do?
I rate it. You're sensational, man.
Yeah, George is clever though.
What you just did there was amazing, bro. Big up.
Couldn't. I'm gonna flip it to you as an Arsenal fan as well. Okay, the red card, put that aside now. Yeah, you lot are trying to compete for the title. That was your aspirations at the start of the season. To lose Saka at the moment. Odegaard weren't there yesterday. I got to put some subject on it. Yeah. To get a 1-0 win away at Wolves, like this time of the season, February, January, so it's gritty. Like, is that a sign of you lot still sticking together and showing that fight still? Because you still grinded through it and got the win effectively.
look, there's no one that can watch that game yesterday and say that wasn't a grinded out victory for the manager.
Second half, you were brilliant with 10 men, bro.
Bare bones. Let's just go in any which way. Let's just get the result. It was literally that. Does that show to me title and championship mentality? I'm not gonna go as far as say that yet, but it was a really important. When we went a player down, all I said to myself is, no matter what happens, we need to win this game.
Attack.
We have. Yeah, because even though I was pissed off about the decision, all that stuff, I was just like, look, I get what just happened, but we have to get this done somehow. Because what's going to happen if we didn't get this done? What everyone will be doing is, oh yeah, Arsenal blaming the referees again. We've now won the game and we've explained what happened, and now we're still getting, but why are you talking about the referees for? Like, it's weird. It's like we just need to just go on mute after games and wait till the end of the season, and where we finish will determine whether we're allowed to celebrate or not. This football world is crazy. No matter, no, hold on. We can win ugly, we can win pretty, we cannot win. No matter what, it's the same shit. So Arsenal fans, just enjoy it. Don't get triggered. Don't be snapping back at them. There's no point. Referees are shit in this league. I'm not gonna blame them for decisions anymore. It's long because nothing's obviously getting done. Like, I just think as a team, you just need to figure a way to win that doesn't involve the referee. It's crazy to say, but that's the evidence of the last couple of seasons.
What I'd say is that I think you have every right to talk about the decision, because I think if you don't, you're kind of enabling it. My thing is that where was the uproar when it benefited you? I think that's maybe what where George is coming from. Like, the uproar wasn't the same when it benefited you. But when
so you want to, for fuck's sake, why'd they give us this fucking decision? Is that what you want to do?
No. I'm not saying that's the right thing. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, because I think there should be an uproar for that decision, because even though you won, like that kind of almost covers it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you won kind of gives the Pragmo a little bit of like, yeah, they won, so they're not really gonna. You know what I'm saying? That decision was probably one of the most scandalous decisions I've seen in a long time, and for me, it kind of just ruined the game. Like, it just ruined the game for a rival fan to kind of. Obviously, I didn't watch large parts of the game because my game was on at the same time, but I was kind of glad Arsenal won, because it's like, for me, when decisions like that happen, like, there's no way. Win. Like, the referees kind of have to they try and even themselves out. Like, obviously they got a red card as well, and it just ruins the game. So I'm not gonna go into mad.
It ruins Lewis Skelly's form as well. If they say no, he's got a red card.
Yeah, man.
It ruins his momentum.
So I just think that it's definitely worth an uproar from the general fans. But I can understand where people are coming from, where it's like, where the hell was this uproar? Like,
is Michael Oliver from somewhere else? Like, is he South African or something, or something like? I mean,
he's pure English, man. White English refs are the worst in the world. They need to stay. He's never. I know he's other ethnicities, man. I can't stand these white refs. These white refs are corrupt. And I'm white. I'm white English, bro. I'm white English. Get them out. Get them out, bro. We need. He's a Newcastle.
Aside from the division, can we actually there's one black ref, and he's not allowed to referee any London team's game.
Bro, I'm sick of these white English refs, bro. Older English white people are corrupt, bro. We know this.
Aside from the refs, can we actually
who's the country run by?
Arsenal versus like.
I didn't say
about the game as well. Just briefly about the game.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, like, what did you lot think of the actual game?
Arteta did well. I like Arteta. He didn't sit back. He didn't sit back.
I look at the game in two ways. One, we were very dominant, but we still lacked a cutting edge in the attack. And number two, we had no options off the bench, and somehow Arteta got a defender to come off the bench and make a difference to score the goal. That is very impressive. To have Calafiori come off the bench and make a difference, I was impressed by that. In one way, you could say it's unlucky that we got the red card. In another way, you could say we're lucky to win the game, because our attack was not going to win us that game. Our defense won us that game, keeping the clean sheet. Raya saving us numerous times, Gabriel and Saliba standing on their head as normal, and Calafiori coming on, chipping on goal. And by the way, the goal would have been disallowed if Kai Havertz touched it. He was offside. He tried to play it.
Facts, bro. I thought he touched it. I was shook. I was so shook, bro.
I didn't see that.
Are we going to talk about? Do we still need Cunha, guys? Is that who we should still buy?
Yeah, because wait, how dare you say do we still need a player when your attack was never going to win that game?
Did I say a player? I specifically mentioned Cunha.
Yes, and there's a lot of players that.
I don't think you watched the game, but he was trying to do too much.
He was trying to do too much.
Yeah. He was overplaying passes. He was falling.
With the attack you employ, you lot don't get to pick and choose. Man.
No, but this is the thing that I don't get about.
Wait. Let me ask you.
Hold on. You can't judge a player on a game against Arsenal and a game against Chelsea when he's been pretty much very good throughout the season. He immediately walks in as your second best attacker, and man think they can pick and choose.
First of all, like hold on quickly. I love how man gets so defensive as I just asked the question, and I would have just liked an analysis. Not getting no, you don't. This is the thing on YouTube. People need to stop. People need to stop trying to reason why people are asking questions and just answering the questions. It's so frustrating when people do that. That's number one. Okay. Tell me, give me the example. Tell me the specific example that you're referring to.
And you did it in the super chat. You said,
okay, tell me the specific. Okay, say it. Go on.
I think he's lagging
when George made a statement, you was like, you said there was malice behind it. Not the statement, sorry, the super chat. There was malice behind it. You don't know the reason why he asked the question. You just automatically went to what you thought was the reason he asked the question, which is what you just done with me.
Yeah, I did.
That's
let me run these before.
Anyway, back to Cunha real quick about Cunha. No, hold on, real quick, Kaz, real quick about Cunha.
Stop saying his name like that. Please.
Whatever. I can say it anyway. So about him, every fan has been telling Arsenal that we need a proper 9. That's what we need, a proper 9. But then they're propping a forward called Cunha. Like, what do we need? We don't need a proper 9 no more. I will if we're gonna get one player this January window, I want a 9 over a forward. If we're gonna get one, I think we need 2 players. But if we're gonna get one player, we need a 9. Someone is a bagsman. Cunha's not a bagsman. He's a decent forward.
The conversation has always been Arsenal need a left winger and a striker. You need 2 up top.
But you know my club, George. Is that likely we're going to get both?
100%. But I think the striker's probably more unlikely. That's why people want Cunha, because you want Sesko and these big names who aren't going to move in the last 2-3 days of the window.
But what's more important, George? A striker or a forward for Arsenal right now? If you had to pick one.
I would say a striker.
Okay, so that's why my focus should be on strikers, not forwards.
Yeah, but you have to be really.
Okay, if you're asking me, would I take Cunha versus taking no one? I'll take Cunha. Of course I would.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You're probably not going to get, like Jordan said, you're probably not going to get your ideal number 9 in a January window because they don't leave them. So you're going to have to take a forward. Then that's when you get your proper left winger. All like
this way, I'd rather Jonathan David.
If we're gonna get a forward. This window, there's not a proper striker. Cunha's not my first choice. I'll go to Bournemouth and go get Semenyo first before I get Cunha.
Back.
He's a baller, by the way.
Yeah, left wing.
But Cunha
one of the best left wings.
This is why I hate about this panel. Because you have a different opinion, you're wrong. It's so annoying. Months, your body language was like
I just said there's 3 voices.
He said Semenyo and you went, huh? Okay, what did the huh mean? Elaborate your huh. Elaborate, because let me not assume. Huh? Go on. What did the her imply? Because I don't know. I'm inquiring.
What is the common denominator that you need between the?
No, I just want to know why you went, huh?
No. I'll answer my own question since you want to do, No,
but that's why we stopped to answer the question. So why are you creating a new one now?
Since you want to do verbal gymnastics, what I'll do is I'll answer.
No, I just want an answer to the question, bro. That's it.
I'll answer my own question.
So you're asking yourself a question now. Okay.
So the common denominator that lies between what Arsenal need on the forward side and the left side is that you either need a goal-scoring winger that's going to balance out the responsibility of Bukayo Saka, or you need a batsman. But ideally, you need both. Yeah, that's fair to say. So Semenyo is neither of those things. He's neither of those things. Is he an upgrade? Yes, but he's neither of those things. At least with Cunha, he can be the left side that can balance out the responsibility with Saka because he plays in the left 10 in the left inside forward role that stinker of a winger Martinelli's supposed to be playing.
1 second.
If he goes in the middle and hold on, let me land.
No, because your statement's false.
Okay, it's not false.
No, let him finish.
It's not false.
Let him finish.
Let him finish.
Or, as I said, you get a 9. So you said you'd rather Semenyo. Semenyo doesn't have a record of scoring goals as good as Cunha, and goals is the one common factor that you need between the left wing and the striker. A left winger that's going to score more goals to balance out Bukayo Saka's responsibility, and a striker's going to get you goals to the bags, man. So what is Semenyo going to offer that is more than what you've seen from Cunha? When goals is the main thing that you need.
Can I? Okay. So first of all, when you're speaking about Cunha, do you know what he's done in his career? Do you know what he's done?
I'm talking about his Premier League career, bro.
By the way,
the last 2 seasons. What we've seen for the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, in the last 2 seasons, he's been good. He's gotten double-digit goals.
So what's Semenyo done in the last 2 seasons that's better than
last
Cunha?
2 seasons? Semenyo has gotten 8 goals in the Bournemouth side so far in 24 games. Has 8 goals currently.
Cunha plays for Wolves. He plays for Wolves.
Semenyo plays for Bournemouth. What's your point?
On the same points as Chelsea.
1 second. Let me finish. Right. I see more potential from 24-year-old Semenyo than I do from.
He's
Cunha.
25. He's 25.
Wolves are fighting relegation.
Wolves
are fighting relegation.
No, they're not. I'm looking. Wallahi, he's 25. I'm seeing it right now.
Okay, his shirt number is 24. My apologies. As for what do you call it?
That's a save.
You're allowed to prefer to a player over another.
The reason why specifically,
you don't need to justify who's better. Just say you want Semenyo. Like it doesn't mean he's better.
I think
they're the same. You try to use age, they're the same age. You try to say goals, he has less goals. What we doing here,
bro? It's not only about the goals, right? To me, I'm looking at what the person can do for us from now and into the future. If we bring Cunha in and we then go and get Sesko, where's Cunha going to play? What's he going to be? He's just going to be covered for everybody else. Where I'm looking for somebody to raise their levels. I think Semenyo could raise his levels to being one of the best wingers in this league.
But Cunha's been playing left wing pretty much.
I don't see Cunha at any point being the best at a position in this league ever. Simple. Where I see Semenyo, where I see more potential.
To be fair, I can see Semenyo being.
I see more potential in Semenyo,
and that's okay, Egal. I don't know what Monster's getting at. You're not allowed to think one player is better than the other. The way you're responding to him is crazy.
You know what?
When I ask Arsenal to go sign me a player, I want them to sign a player also with the scope, looking at this player potentially playing in the Champions League versus the top teams like Real Madrid and stuff. I've seen Cunha at Atletico Madrid flop. I've seen Cunha at Wolves right now, and I don't still see that ceiling. I just see another Jesus, another. I
don't even like this because Cunha. Let's be honest. You probably didn't even watch Cunha at Atletico Madrid or Leipzig or any of the other teams. You're just judging off the stats you see.
Don't say he was young as well. He was like 26.
I am not sitting here.
And before that, Hertha Berlin, by the way, he was cold. Let me just put that out there.
1 second. Cunha is better than what we currently have to our disposal because Jesus is injured. We got rid of Eddie Nketiah and all these other guys.
He's better than Jesus. Not injuries. He's better. He's better.
Okay. I could see him in a year's time being another bench option like Jesus and being a bit part player.
So
I would rather try to solve the area.
Wow. You told me what I was saying was false when you tried to use age as a distinction. They're the same age. You tried to use goals as a distinction. Cunha has more goals
in a one side.
So what I would say is, please don't say what I'm saying is false when what you're saying is factually false. Factually false.
It's not.
He's performing better than Semenyo. They're the same age, and you want to talk about potential that you don't know. How are you talking about a player's potential when he's 25? He's 25.
You know what? Yeah,
bro.
I don't agree with that.
Let me get back to you.
Grown ass man.
These guys are not playing in the same position. One is a striker who's getting penalties. The other one, Semenyo, is not on penalties.
Cunha don't play striker. Cunha don't play striker.
He's been playing striker for Wolves.
No, he's not striker, bro.
Cunha has been getting shifts. Cunha has been getting shifts.
He's played. He played behind the striker. They played with 2 guys behind the striker. Like Amarim.
Egal. They play like Man United. One second ago, because you hit a false there. So they play like a Man United formation, and he plays in the 2-10s with Sarabia or Guedes. That's what he does behind Strand.
I'll tell you right now, he played striker 3 times this season only.
Exactly. Okay. And this is what I want to say, Gal. Now, 1 second. What I want to say is, Gal, is I rate Semenyo, but when I look at Semenyo, he's got to go into a team that is functioning, like a Bournemouth team or a team that's ready-made. He can chip in with his goals and assists and his dribbling. What I agree with Monts is when you look at your attack, you look at the Arsenal attack. Your Arsenal attack is toothless. When you look at what he's doing at Wolves, he is carrying the water on their back like he's going through the trenches in Kenya, and that's what he can do at Arsenal. You've got Trossard, you've got Havertz, you've got Martinelli, you've got these different guys. Yeah, you've got these different guys that none of them can take a game by the scruff of their neck. They're all tippy tappy, man. That's what I call them. They're tippy tappy, man. Cunha could come into Arsenal, and he's the type of player at Wolves where he's grabbing the game by the scruff of the horns. I can get the ball. I'm gonna drive with it. I'm gonna make something happen. Arsenal needs someone that can actually just grab the game by the scruff and say, right, I'm going to make this happen. Semenyo can chip in with a team that's functioning.
I hear it. I hear what you're saying, Ty.
Semenyo is going to pour the water out, Cunha, but Cunha is going to carry the water. You get me?
Thank you. Semenyo is closer to what they have already. Bro, Semenyo is closer to what they have already than Cunha. Ty, I don't know if you agree with that. I think Semenyo is closer to what they have already than what Cunha actually is.
Yeah.
He's actually, that doesn't mean Semenyo's a bad player.
It doesn't mean I don't rate Semenyo.
No, and that's fine, guys. And that's one thing that you guys, I need to. That's quite important. I think Cunha could do a job at some other teams, but in terms of what we need and what we need, I believe Semenyo is more suited for our team than Cunha. And that's just
I agree. I agree on that. I can't lie. I agree.
Hold on. Let me continue. Yeah, because in the final third, I believe the chances we create, he'll make better decisions than Martinelli and Trossard currently do. So I and the growth he's made this season in terms of beating a man, his strength as well. And as Ty said, coming into a side that's already functioning, that has a system, he can do the job. And that's what Arteta is. This is your job, execute it. I believe he executes it better on the left side than Cunha does. Cunha, in terms of this maverick that you guys were talking about, who's to say that he can do those same things at Arsenal? I'm not saying he can't, but the way you're talking is like, that he's definitely, and I don't know either about Semenyo, but the way you guys are talking, he's going to take the game from the scruff of the neck. He had a chance to do that yesterday against Arsenal when we were 11 against them, and he wasn't doing it. For sure. But you made a statement that Cunha's performing better than Semenyo. What are you basing that on? Is that strictly numbers or the overall performance?
It's both.
I'm asking.
Both. It's
numbers.
In your opinion, I disagree. I hear it, but I disagree. I hear it. In numbers, I'll give it to you 100%. But performance, I disagree.
I feel like you haven't watched Cunha as closely because a gal literally sat there and said, Semenyo's playing for Bournemouth. What are we doing here?
Can we also just address that? Semenyo's best thing.
Bournemouth are sitting there having a brilliant season. Credit to Semenyo as well. And Cunha is fighting relegation when their manager's also been sacked as well.
I hear this debate, but don't you think if you're also looking at them individually, that Semenyo would obviously suit better because Martinelli is out wide a lot, towards the touchline, and that's Semenyo's game. I'm sorry,
let him land.
If you bring Cunha into this team, someone that's better in the half space and better at being like a shadow striker, and then you're telling him to hold the width, that's a complete mismanagement, a misprofile.
Yeah, but Semenyo don't do that either, though.
He plays inside.
He takes some shots
he can get inside, but on the wing, he can also drive past the man.
Semenyo in the box. You want him driving, doing a goal?
Nah, man.
You're not Arteta.
I've seen a skin man on the wing.
I said Semenyo. I don't give a shit what Arteta does. I'm talking about Semenyo. He literally
that's kind of important because he's going to Arsenal.
If anyone watches it, when Kluivert comes on, he plays more inside. It's Utara when he goes on the left. He's the one that holds the whip. There's a difference. Go watch it.
But Semenyo can do both well. I don't think Cunha can do.
He don't hold the whip.
You don't think Cunha can do? But again, you look. I've deeped it, man.
I don't think Cunha can't hold the whip.
Man, haven't watched, bro.
I think this. I
just think a group of people have different opinions. That's all I think is happening. Not because you don't agree with me, you don't watch Cunha.
No, I just think when it comes to Arsenal fans, you lot are like Gal. You don't know what you want. You literally state, we want goals. We don't score goals. We want goals. But you want a winger that doesn't score goals.
No, because
we want a number 9. We want a number 9. We want a number 9.
We need a left winger and one second. We need a left winger and a striker. Okay. If I'm looking for a 10 or a backup to Odegaard, I'm not looking at Cunha as my first backup to Odegaard.
Anyways, let me run these now, man. Seeing someone say Palmer plays a big six side and turns into League Gunner in a Chelsea kit. Don't like bringing a Batman like Cole down, but I agree. That was CB.
That was CB, yeah.
Only yesterday. A gal, Arsenal are bums, is what OR saying. He says, big up the panel. Just wanted to say Arsenal are crap. Thank you very much. Yo, and again, he hates you lot, man. LB says, George, your favorite player, Madison, is injured. Right, another injury.
It's obviously not. I think that's sarcastically. No, it's not.
VAR should be foreign refs. Do you agree? I think we kind of.
Yeah, they're better than us.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think it needs to be whether they're foreign or not. Just need good referees, bro.
Marmoush, do you got something for me? February the 2nd, and says, what about Clive at 11 goals and 4 assists?
He's got form at the moment. I can't lie.
Got more than. I think he's got more than
right
Semenyo.
now, but he's scored a lot of penalties. If you're going to talk about penalties, he's probably had about 6.
What we saying about Omar Marmoush people as well? Yesterday,
good debut,
isn't it?
I
thought he was good. He called.
I know he didn't score, but for me, I always look at like when a player doesn't have to score or assist for me. I'm like, what are you contributing? Like the runs in behind. I feel like Haaland, has had a lot of. Obviously, Haaland's like not the greatest technically. We know we can score goals. I feel like the pressure's been on Haaland to like score the goals. But I feel like when you've got someone like Marmoush now who can run behind, can score, can create, it takes a bit of the burden off him. So actually, it might free up Haaland a bit more. I thought he worked hard. He had an offside goal, but he fitted in fine. Like I think aesthetically, like when you come to the Prem, sometimes from the Bundesliga in France, some players take a year to adjust. Some players flop, but he looks like he's ready. Like tailor-made.
He was aggressive, man. He was pressing our back. He was getting onto our back line differently. I know that none of our centre. But you know, actually, Chalobah, I actually think he had a good game, yeah. But you see, every single time he went by Colwell and stuff, he was shook, man. He was so shook. And those runs in behind, we were forced to drag it, and it left space for Gavardio, and then Gavardio was ripping us, and
it made them for me. It made like City for me have been quite flat and a bit predictable. And like, I think obviously Pep's trying to find different ways. And I think that Marmoush profile, because he gives you a bit of everything, it's just going to give them another
weapon. You know why it helps?
It's the same thing as Julian Alvarez, isn't it? When they were together, it was a good partnership, innit? So when Marmoush has kind of come and done that again.
Yeah. You know why it helps? Because if you remember, Gundogan used to make those shadow striker runs, someone else that was running in behind. Now they got someone else running in behind. Just this time out, their new width is basically Vardio. I'm not saying it's all glitter and glory with them, but it definitely helped Haaland with space, man.
Yeah, it did.
Haaland had bare space, bro.
They've
got something else to look out for now.
Yeah, one ping from Edison, and he found Haaland. Literally, one. No midfield bypassed it.
He was aggressive. The way he was pressing us, bro. He was literally every single tackle Marmoush was making was aggressive. Like he was leaving something on these players as well. I thought it was a good debut. I
think he's going to do
as well. If he weren't offside, like
exactly, and players like that, what I think they'll do, because like I said to you, they don't even have to score. Or like you said, like you could notice him. He was on the pitch, even though he didn't score assists. You notice him on the pitch. He's going to make it hard for Pep to drop him because he does so much work around getting the goals and assists, and I think that's why he's going to be impactful for City. But yeah, solid debut. I'll give you know what I mean. You look at Cunha, obviously he struggled, but I think when you sign for big money and you're an attacker, you've come in and you're already thinking, okay, Arsenal next week, he's probably going to be starting. That's how I look at it already. So yeah.
Final question, and this is for the chat as well. Do you reckon this is a Man City resurgence coming about? They got Arsenal at the Emirates next. They got a bit of a mad run.
Ooh, is that next Sunday?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a resurgence. I can't lie.
No,
I can't. I know they beat us 3-1 in it, but we were terrible. I think they also looked quite flat. Besides that ball over the top, like the ball over the top was killing us in it, and other teams aren't going to play as high of a line. They're actually going to drop deep. I think they looked actually quite flat. And if we didn't give Gavardio space out wide, literally, we just gave them the wings. We gave them the wings. Said, yeah, do what you want. The ball over the top, do what you want. But otherwise, I don't even think they were that great. So I don't think this is anything for them.
Yeah, I think City win. I do think City. I've been saying for weeks that I feel like when City get to like the end of the transfer window, that they're going to build up some momentum. They have got a hard run of games coming up, so I do see like their run is hard. But I think City are going to start to pick up points. Probably the games that they have been losing, they're probably going to draw. But I think in this Arsenal game, I think they're going to walk away with the 3 points.
People, make sure to like the video, subscribe as well to everybody. As you can see in the names, you can input in the YouTube name bars, all sorts. So it's a bit better. Or you could just screenshot this, so you can go find everyone. Ty's channel, new channel, whatever. You understand what it is after.
Yeah, you're going to be on it. Channel. Going to be on it as well. George will be on it. I'm just going to do a bit of content. Reacting to games and football stuff.
Other than that, go raid up the next. Redirect and whatnot. Just say NAF raid and go from there, man. Man United plays tonight.
Played Liverpool.
Yeah, played.
Yes, in there, I forgot. Yeah,
played Liverpool.
Yeah,
Cody.
Gakpo's actually got mad GA this year.
He's right. I don't mind him. But people have been calling me Gakpo Ice right now, but now, yeah, you can call me Gakpo.
Diaz, for a couple months. So
let's go raid.
As we accept our apologies.
Let's go raid.